Roofing and Construction Coach's Show for this Wednesday, and it's the Wednesday before a major road trip for the USC Aiken Pacers, and I'm here with the coach of the USC Aiken Pacers, Kenny Thomas. And Coach, NCAA Regionals, how cool is that?
Well, it is, and I've said many times it's kind of it's one of our goals every year. Obviously, I mean our goal is always to win the Peach Belt Conference, and but I think if you ask the players, their personal goal is to make it to the NCAA tournament, and I think that's mine too, because if you don't make it to the tournament, you can't win the tournament. So you got to make it there. And I've said so many times that it is the most difficult thing to do in any sport at any level. Getting into the NCAA baseball Division II regional in the southeastern region is without a doubt the toughest thing there is to do. And there's it's just you're on pins and needles every year, and you're trying to figure out how we're going to get in, So
let's just face it. Baseball in the South is more competitive than it is anywhere in the country.
No doubt. And the thing is, we have 3 conferences in our region, and Division II believes in regionalization. If they would go away from the regionalization like Division I did several years ago, then you would start seeing, however many teams are in, the 48, 50 teams from all over the country, but you would see more from the South than you would other places. That's one reason Division II has fought it. The teams up north have fought to keep regionalization. Regionalization means we're getting the best 7 teams from our region. You go up north, they're getting the best. Out west, they're getting the best from their region, not the best 48 teams in the country. So, yes, some teams in our region could go some of the other regions and walk right through it. So it makes it very tough. And it's hard to get in. But we've got to get past we're glad we're in, and let's go make some noise. So instead, let's go play hard, and make some noise. And but we are proud to be there. It's been very challenging, been a tough, hard fought throughout the season.
And the first noisemaker for you guys is Tusculum tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, we're leaving out of here in a few minutes and heading over there, get checked in the hotel. I got to be in a meeting tonight, a mandatory meeting, and then we play the first game of the tournament tomorrow at 11 o'clock against some very good Tusculum teams. So it'll be challenging, no doubt. I would venture to say there's no bad teams there. The 7 teams are all good, so every team can win it. There's no doubt about that. Each team in it could win it. So you just got to play hard, and you got to fight, and you can't look past the moment. You have to look at the moment, and pitch by pitch, inning by inning, and don't look ahead. And that's what we have to do.
Brass tacks, no sugarcoating it. How good is this Pacers team?
Well, we're pretty good. When we play hard and we play smart, we're really good. We're okay. I mean, we're fighters. That's what we are. I'm not going to say it's the most talented team that I've ever had, because it's not. But fighters they are, and we do fight each and every game. Now we got to play smart with that, and we've had a little trouble with that at times, not playing real smart. And if we play smart and we play hard, and when I say hard, focused, we've talked a lot in the last 3 weeks about commitment. Commit to every pitch. Don't just commit to the game. Don't just commit to you're at bat. Don't just commit to the ball that's hit to you. Let's commit to every pitch. And when we do that, and we commit, play hard, play smart, we can beat anybody. And our guys know that. But that's a fine line. That's a very fine line, So I'm not saying there's not anybody any better than us, and there's certainly not anybody any worse than us. So, it's a matter of a mental approach. That's what it's about.
How surprised would you be if you found yourself in Columbus next Monday playing in a championship game?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. There might be some people surprised. Might be people that sit in those stands every game this year that, before the season started, didn't think we were going to go very far. And there was some people up there that thought that. And, so I wouldn't be surprised. These guys can do a lot of things. I mean, I told them the other day, there's 27 of them left. You have to cut down as you get further in the tournaments. You have to reduce your roster. So we have 27. I've got to make a tough decision tonight at 6:30 on which 25 I'm going to turn in that are eligible to play. The other 2 will not be eligible to play, and you can't change that once you turn in. So at 6:30 tonight when I hand them that sheet, and to be quite honest with you, laying right here, I have about 3 or 4 different scenarios already written out. So I got to pick which sheet I'm going to turn in tonight. But anyhow, when I told them that when you take 27 people and you put all their minds in the same direction, it's amazing what you can do. And, so we'll see. I mean, we've been here before many times. A lot of these guys have never been there. Most of these guys have never played in an NCAA tournament because they're all new. I've been there many times. I know how tough it is, and there's nobody that wants it more than me. I can assure you that. Nobody wants it more than me, but we got to go play, and we have to play hard, and we have to play smart.
If you had to pick one ingredient, because, even yourself, when this team started playing back in February, you said you weren't exactly sure what kind of team you had on your hands, to be perfectly honest. But if you had to pick one ingredient that has been the reason that this team has defied perhaps expectations and has made it to the NCAA regionals despite some trepidation at the beginning of the year, what would that one single ingredient be?
I think the mental toughness has been good. And when I say that, I keep talking about being fighters because we are. We don't give up. No matter what, we don't give up. We continue to fight. Now, at the same time, I'm going to say that it's been a variety, and it's been weird. If you've watched this team all year, it's been really strange. At times, offensively has been the key. And boom, boom, we're just an offensive team, and we score a lot of runs, and we're going to put pressure on them on the opponent all the time because we score so many runs. But then you'll flip it over, and then all of a sudden you'll say, well, golly, it's pitching. It's pitching because these guys have performed at the right times, and so it's been a multitude of things. Have we had some overachievers? Maybe 1 or 2. Not, when I say overachievers, we got a little more out of them than what we thought, and I mean, Max Schoen, I mean, he wasn't even our opening day starter behind the plate, and all conference catchers. So we've had a little bit of overachievers, but not a lot, not a lot. And I think the biggest thing is our guys have bought into let's don't worry about who our opponent is, let's worry about us. And I think that's been a part of our success. Let's don't worry about them over there. It doesn't matter who's over there. Let's play, let's do what we do. And so I would think the mental toughness has been the one aspect that has been really good. We've been an average defensive team. We've been a below average base running team. Offensively, we've been okay. Pitching, we've been okay at times. So it's been a multitude. It's been a little bit of everything.
Of that, what do you fear most? What do you think would be the biggest briar patch that would keep you from getting to Monday?
Well, it's pitching's the key. When you get to this point, pitching's the key. You got to be able to pitch, and no doubt you got to go out there and you got to pitch. If you're gonna have a chance to win, you got to hold that other team down a little bit, because when you get to this point, everybody's got a couple of 3 good arms. And so you can't expect to go out there and score 10, 12, 14, 15 runs a game. You've got to pitch and hold the opponents down. And so is our pitching deep enough? Who knows? you know, we used 7 pitchers last week in the 3 games that we played in the conference, and that's kind of what we've used all year. We're probably going to have to get a little deeper than that this week, maybe not. But if we do, somebody's got to step up, and who that's going to be, I don't know. We need this week for 1 position player and 1 pitcher that we didn't really think was going to be the key. Those 2 people need to be the key. And if that happens, we have a great chance.